Hi guys, so today I will be doing my nighttime skincare routine. This was a promised video from like a long time ago, but I have not gotten to it. I've just been very lazy and I did not want to film when my skin was at a terrible state or anything like that, and I just wanted to make sure I had all the products and wanted to go through it thoroughly. But today I will be talking about it. I'm not going to be removing my makeup and going through all the skincare step by step like me showing you. I'm just going to be talking about it and how I do use it. If you want to see how my skin looks without makeup and stuff like that, you probably should watch all my makeup videos. I always start with a no makeup face, or if you want to see my daytime skincare routine, I'll link that right here. But yeah, let's just jump right on into it. And if my hair and my makeup and everything looks similar to the last video, it's because I'm filming on the same day. So my skin type is normal here, and T-zone is slightly oily, so it's a combination, and a little bit sensitive sometimes. It depends on the time of day, what I put on my skin, and if I am aggressive with my skin, if I touch my skin, my sheets are not clean, blah blah blah. So my skin reacts in that way. So the very first thing when it comes to my nighttime skincare routine, especially if I am wearing makeup that day, is cleansing my face and removing my makeup. So the very first step I would do is to use an oil cleanser and a makeup remover. So if I am wearing very heavy eye makeup that day, for example waterproof mascara, lots of eyeliner, lashes, etc., and have just a lot of gunk right here and right here, if I'm wearing very dark lip stains or lip tints or lipsticks, I will use this. Again, I do not use this every day, it's only for those heavy makeup days. So it is from L'Oreal. This is the Gentle Makeup Remover. It is a bi-lipid or bi-phase solution where you have to shake it up and then you will put this on a cotton pad and you just let it sit on your eyes or your lips or wherever you want to remove the heavy makeup, and it will remove it very well. This is similar to the Lancome one, because L'Oreal owns Lancome as well. I believe this one acts very similarly. I have used a Lancome one before, but this is very cheap comparative to that one, so I really like this one. And I am sitting in my computer chair right now instead of my regular chair that I sit in because I just want to be very comfortable while I'm filming this. So the next step in removing makeup for my nighttime skincare routine is cleansing oil. So I know everyone uses something different. Some people use this cleansing balm, some people just use makeup remover wipes, which I really do not like because it's bad for your skin. It scratches your skin if you're not very gentle with it. It's not very effective, I find. So I like to use cleansing oils to remove my makeup. So I have two here. Both of these are really good. This is what I was using a while back. I got this a long time ago, but this has lasted me quite a long time. This is the DHC Deep Cleansing Oil. This is an olive oil based cleansing oil. It works really well and does not sting the eyes, so I highly recommend this. But this guy right here is a little bit more expensive. I believe there is, how many mils? I can't remember what's the fluid ounce or the mils. Oh, so it's a 6.7 fluid ounce or 200 ml, and it has lasted me quite a while. The next one right here, this is the cheaper alternative, which I also really love. I have a backup bottle of this too because this one is really cheap. This is from the Face Shop. This is the Rice Water Bright rich cleansing oil. There's two versions of this. There's the light cleansing oil and the rich cleansing oil. I highly recommend, if you're gonna buy a cleansing oil, just get the rich version because I believe the light version doesn't really do much. But yeah, this is for normal to dry skin. Cleansing oils, regardless of your skin type, you can use cleansing oils. Just because you put oil on your skin to remove makeup doesn't mean it's going to clog your pores and you're going to break out technically, because you are going to wash it all off. You do not just stop at cleansing oil to wash your face and to remove makeup. You follow up with a cleansing water, or you follow up with a cleansing foam or cleansing gel or something like that after. You do not just leave this guy on and then remove it and then go to your toner and stuff like that. No. So that's enough talking about that. But yeah, I really like this one. It is quite cheap. So if you're looking for a cheaper alternative to the DHC cleansing oil, I recommend this one. And it doesn't really sting the eyes, so, but I mean, anything that I do get in my eyes are kind of sensitive, so it does irritate it, but just try to avoid the eyes with this one and use like a eye makeup remover if you do have sensitive eyes. Next up, after using a cleansing oil and stuff like that, is to cleanse the face with a cleansing foam for nighttime. This is what I like to use. This is the Mango Seed Cleansing Foam from the Face Shop. So I have gone through like a giant bottle of this already. This is my second one. This is really rich and it lathers up very well, and I use it in combination with my Clarasonic. This is the Mia 3. It is quite dirty right now, but this is the Mia 3. So the Mia 3 has 3 settings. It has a very gentle, medium, and then a fast mode, and I always leave it on the most gentle, slowest mode because my skin cannot handle the strongest mode on here. It is way too strong. I always think that you should clean your skin with the gentlest mode because it is quite strong, and I find that it's quite scratchy even if I just like do like a little bit of this, but it is good for like deep cleansing if you need to have a deep cleansing day. This one right here I have on the sensitive brush head, I believe. I change this like not that often. I know I'm supposed to change it. It says recommend every 3 months, but I do it like I only change it like every half a year. So every 6 months instead of every 3 months, because these brush heads are freaking expensive. The Clarasonic already is expensive enough, but replacing this brush head is even more of a maintenance cost, which isn't too bad because I find that I get a better cleanse with the Clarasonic. I don't know. I just like, you just hold it in the area. You're not supposed to rub it in the skin because that actually damages your skin, but you're supposed to just hold it, kind of like gently go around the skin, I mean on top of the skin, and it kind of does a little bit of exfoliation while cleansing at the same time. But what I like to do is ooh, this has some water in it still. But this one, I like to wet this with water underneath the tap. I squeeze some of the cleansing foam on top of it, and then I put it back underneath some water, and then I just start cleansing my face with that. So the next step, which I do not do every day, which I do only once a week, is I exfoliate my skin. So when I mean by exfoliation, this is technically like a chemical / physical exfoliant. It's not really like your typical exfoliators, like where you have like the actual gritty little pieces like the St. Ives apricot scrub, which I highly do not recommend you use because it's very damaging to the skin. It creates micro tears in your skin, so I highly recommend you do not use the very like strong like scrubs with like the shell, the nutshells and stuff in it, because you don't want micro tears in your skin. This one right here is the Cure Aqua Jelly. This is from Japan. As you can see, I have like literally almost nothing left of it. But this guy right here is a super very popular item in Japan. This is a very highly praised product in Japan. It's hyped up all over the magazines. Like I remember like 5 years back, no, not 5 years back, like 4 years back, this was like a super like well-known product. I'm pretty sure it's still well-known now, but like I don't know, maybe people have moved on to like different things like AHAs and BHAs and all that stuff. But this is the Cure Natural Aqua Gel, and basically this right here, you're supposed to put it onto dry skin, and you're supposed to kind of leave it on for a little bit, and then you rub it in your skin, and it's supposed to exfoliate your skin and get rid of dead skin cells without being too harsh. It's more of a gentle exfoliator. That's what I like. If I do have more of a dry like skin and flaky, I will do it twice a week then. But this one right here is really good, but it is quite expensive and it is hard to get if you don't live in Japan. So if you go to Japan, just grab a bottle of this and try it out. I believe you can buy it online, but I don't know. It says on here that it has no extra fragrance and like no additives and blah blah and stuff like that. Going into toner, which is the next step, I like to use this toner right here, but before I get into that, I want to talk about the cotton that I use to apply toner and some of the other skincare steps that I do. So the one that I use is from Muji. This is the Cut Cotton But what I do is I take one of the regular cottons and I cut it in half, so it saves me a little bit more money. And plus I don't think that I need such a big piece of cotton just to apply my toner, so that's why I cut the regular ones in half, so it's this size right here. As you can see, this cut cotton is quite thick and is very soft, which I really like. And I just keep it in my little like Too Faced Christmas holiday collection box right there. So the toner that I use is the Witchhazel. I can't remember what brand this is. This is from Secret Key. This is some random Korean skincare brand, but it is a really nice toner that I really like. It is for all skin types. So after, again, I cleanse my face and stuff like that, I apply this toner. So I just soak the cotton pad with the toner and I just go all the way around my face and down my neck as well. It's really good and helpful to tone your face, obviously, not only to pH balance your skin, but also to remove any other excess oil or dirt that you have probably not effectively cleansed off your face before you put on your skincare steps. It's important to have like a blank canvas before putting on like serums and like eye creams and etc, stuff like that, because it can't be absorbed in your skin if you have gunk on your skin. So that's why it's important to tone. And I just grabbed this at my local like drugstore. They actually had some Korean skincare products, so this is what I grabbed and it's actually a great find. I'm not too sure if this is any different than like regular Witchhazel. I don't know if they added anything into there, but it smells really good and it works very well and I really like it. And it's quite cheap. So the next skincare step that I do, I don't do this every day, I do this every other day or whenever I remember, because sometimes I do have way too many skincare steps and I kind of forget. But this one right here, this is the Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 2% BHA liquid. This is salicylic acid. So the difference between AHA and BHA is that BHA is better for people with more acne prone skin, so salicylic acid is a type of BHA. AHAs are more like glycolic acids and stuff like that. It's better for a more mature skin and it's a little bit more moisturizing. The point of me using this product, the Skin Perfecting liquid, is to help exfoliate the skin. So salicylic acid, a lot of people know that it's good for like acne prone skin or like people who have acne and pimples and stuff like that, but it's also good for getting rid of redness and getting rid of the dead skin cells off your face. It's good for like making your skin a little bit more smooth and stuff like that. So I highly recommend using an AHA or a BHA, so an acid, to exfoliate your skin rather than just using only a physical scrub or something like that, because I find that it's not as effective and you'll find that you'll have a little more clogged pores and little tiny skin bumps and stuff like that. Although I do recommend using an AHA or a BHA, I would highly recommend that you do your own research on which one you should use, and depending on your skin type and stuff like that, and your age. Maybe if you were younger you should not use an AHA, or you might not need to use an AHA, because AHA is a little bit more like, not anti-aging, but it is more better for mature skin, whereas like if you have younger skin, I think the BHAs are okay for you, and they're pretty light depending on the percentages that you use. I find that if you are younger you should stay away from like the glycolic acids, because it can peel your skin and be a little bit stronger, especially with the higher concentrations. So yeah, do your own research if you are interested in stuff like that. I really like this one because it's a liquid exfoliant. So what I do is, I explain this product too much, I didn't even go into how I use it and everything. So I grab another one of these cotton sheets, like little toner pads that I use. I pour a little bit on my pad, and right here I just go upwards across my face. It says you can use this underneath the eyes, but be careful not to go way too close to the eyelids and too close to the lash line as well, because it can sting your eyes a little bit if you get into your eyes. So any product is like that, please do not get into your eyes. Yeah, and I make sure I bring this down my neck as well, and it helps to create more of a smooth skin texture texture, which I really like. So the next skincare step that I do every night, and sometimes I do this in the morning as well, if I have some time in the morning. This is right here. This is from Hadalabo. This is the Hyaluronic Acid Lotion, the hydrating lotion right here. This one, I use it and it acts like my essence. So I wash my face, tone, then I put in the exfoliant sometimes, and then I use an essence, and this acts like an essence. It's a hydrating lotion. So hyaluronic acid is known to be very moisturizing. We have hyaluronic acid in our skin, so we want to replenish that in our skin as well. I grab like a couple drops in my skin and then I pat it into the skin. I find that if I don't use this, my skin is a little bit more drier. I like to layer on products instead of putting one like thick layer of cream, because I want this right here, the hyaluronic acid is able to go into the deeper layers of the skin. I'm like trying to think of how to explain this, but yeah, these like I believe are smaller molecules and they can sink deeper down into the skin. So this is really a great product. Again, this is very hyped up in Japan and everyone uses this. I've been using it for a long time now and I really like it. And I will show you quickly the consistency and everything. So it's just a lotion. Ooh, it's like dripping everywhere. So as you can see, it's very clear and very light. So a lot of people, what they like to do with this as well is you can use it kind of like a mask as well. So if you do not have any sheet masks or anything like that, what you can do is you can grab something like this. So if you have peelable cotton, so this one's from Muji, but like all the other like road shop brands like from Korea or in Japan, they have all these like peelable cotton. So basically this cotton right here has multiple layers. So once you like soak it up with that like essence, that hydrating lotion, you can peel back all the layers and you can put this all over your skin and you can leave it on for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and it acts like a sheet mask. If you don't want to buy sheet masks, I highly recommend you just like buy these guys, like the peelable ones, and soak it with like an essence or something hydrating, like the hydrating lotion that I was talking about, and put on your skin, and you'll have like an easy, cheap face mask. So the next step is serum. So with this part of my skincare routine, I change up my serums that I use quite often. So whatever new serums I see that I want to try, I just try that. So I can't remember what was the last serum that I used up. I believe it was the one from Caudalie that I was talking about a long time ago. I can't remember. It was the one with the vitamin C in it. I was using that serum and I liked it, but it wasn't like the greatest or anything. I don't know. I don't notice these things. I can't tell if it's doing anything for my skin, these serums, because they claim to be anti-aging and brightening and stuff like that. But I have a lot of the same products that like do anti-aging, brightening, all that fun stuff. So I can't tell what products is doing the work. But anyway, so the two that I have been using lately, I don't use them together. I use them like alternately. So some nights I will use this and some nights I will use this. So this one right here, this is the KLAIRS Freshly Juiced Vitamin Drop. This is a vitamin C serum. It is in an oil kind of base. I talked about this in my daytime skincare routine. Again, I'll link that up there if you haven't watched it already. This one is good for like cell generation and stuff like that. If you want a brighter complexion, if you have some sunspots and stuff like that, this one's good for that. Again, but this one doesn't last that long. I find that like if it's not in a dark container, it's not that stable. So I don't know how effective this is right now, but I'm still using it up because I don't want to waste this product. The next one right here is the Innisfree Jeju Lava Seawater Boosting Ampoule. I'm using it like a serum. I'm not too sure if it's like a serum, but this is the anti-aging and hydrating one. This is the one that I got in Korea, and it is more of like a very light lotion type feel instead of like an oily serum, because most serums that I have used are more creamy or oily and stuff like that. So I'm not too sure if I'm using it correctly, but I need this because I need something extra like to boost my skincare. I need something that is hydrating and anti-aging as well, because I am getting older and older. I just want to make sure I am using stuff that works well with the rest of my skincare, but also is anti-aging as well, because not everything I use in my skincare is anti-aging. I believe when you're using anti-aging skincare stuff, not every single product needs to be anti-aging, because I feel like it won't really work with my skin. I need stuff that is like hydrating but not too oily sometimes, so I like to just layer on stuff instead. So I don't know how effective like using these kinds of serums are, because like I always change them. Maybe I should just stick to one serum and like see if it works better for me. But anyways, I do like these two that I'm using right now, and my skin has not been reacting to it, so that's a good sign. We're almost to the end. The next product that I use is an eye cream. Eye creams are very important because you want to make sure this area right here underneath your eyes are hydrated, moisturized. Also because this part right here underneath your eyes are very delicate, you want to use something that is a little bit heavier, because it is a little bit thinner underneath here, at least for me. This is again my skincare routine, so this is how I like to do it. But this one right here, this is the Miindo Hwansaenggo Gold Eye Cream. So this one right here is from the Face Shop. This is a discontinued product, I believe. They don't make this anymore because I can't remember. I think Face Shop was like rebranding or something and they don't make this anymore. I believe they have something similar right now. This is the Yehwadam. Yeah, they have the Yehwadam eye cream, which is similar to this, but this one right here is like a ginseng gold eye cream. It's very thick, very thick. I've had this eye cream for quite a while now. So this right here is marketed towards like older women with like wrinkles and stuff like that, but I use it because I need something thicker for underneath my eyes. Again, because I have very dark eye circles and I need to make sure it's hydrated, or else if it's not hydrated or moisturized, my dark eye circles are even more amplified, and I do want to prevent fine lines around my eyes, so I do use an anti-aging eye cream. And I don't use much of it. I just, like what I showed you earlier, I just dip my finger in there and I use it for both sides, and I just pat it out and put some on my eyelids as well. Not too much on the eyelids because it can be a little bit oily, so you don't want that to start to run into your eyes and sting your eyes. But yeah, I really like this because it is very heavy and very moisturizing, so I only use this at nighttime. I believe we're heading down to the very last skincare steps. So we're gonna talk about moisturizers, and I'm holding 3 right here because normally in the wintertime when I need an extra boost, I will add a little bit of a beauty oil. So this one right here, I've talked about this on my channel before. This is the Boscia beauty oil. I have a backup bottle of this because I really like this. This one is antioxidant, so slightly anti-aging, but it's mostly just for moisturizing properties. You can use this on your skin, and you can also use it in your hair as well if you need to. Moisturizers I have been using lately, especially for winter time, is these guys right here. So this one right here, actually let's talk about this one first. So this one is my most favorite moisturizing cream of life. I've just been addicted to this cream. This is the Belif True Cream Moisturizing Balm. This stuff is thick, but it's not very heavy, and it's great for normal to dry skin. So you can see here, it looks like a cream, but it's not too heavy and thick. It's not very oily as well, but if you do have more oily skin types, I recommend that you try the gel version of this. I heard that is decent as well, but everyone really likes this one. And I have, again, I forgot to put that in the beginning of the video. I'll have to refilm that or something. Again, I do have normal to combination skin, so I have an oily-ish T-zone sometimes, and then the rest of my skin is normal. It is kind of sensitive sometimes, but not really. My skin is only sensitive depending on like maybe the time of day. Like in the morning time it is more sensitive, and sometimes if I'm aggressive with my skin or I put certain products or my sheets aren't clean or blah blah blah, if I touch my skin then it can become a little bit red. But right now I'm wearing makeup so you can't really tell. The reason why I have 2 is because this one I did run out of, and I want to use this one to try it out, so I just left that in my makeup storage and my skincare storage. But this is, I've gone through like 3 jars of these. I love this stuff. In the summertime I don't really use this one as much, but I still can, especially nighttime. In the daytime, I was talking about it in my skincare video for the daytime, I use more of a thin moisturizer for summertime, for daytime. But in the winter, I use this in the daytime as well. This is my favorite thing okay? Like, I cannot rave about this enough. And it's not too expensive. It's like 30 something Canadian, which isn't that bad, but I mean, I love this stuff and it works well for me, so that's why I keep buying it. This one right here is what I've been using as of late though. This one is pretty decent. I like the feel of this actually. This is Diego Dalma Palma Professional 51+3 Hyaluronic Complex. So it is a 24-hour perfection cream. I just really love the texture of this cream. It is not very similar to the Belif cream. This is actually a little bit thicker, but it glides on the skin very well. My mom bought this for me and my sister. So this is from more of a, like, how do you say it, like those beautician places. I'm not too sure if you can buy these in store. If I can find it, I'll link it down below, but I believe this one is made in Italy, so it's like those fancy skincare stuff. I do quite like it. The texture is really interesting. It's like whipped. It's like a whipped kind of consistency, and it just glides beautifully on the skin. I just really like the texture. It's like airy and light. I don't know, I just really like it. And like extra skincare stuff I will talk about really quickly is sheet masks. So sometimes I will do sheet masks, like I do it only like once or twice a month, like maybe sometimes more, sometimes less. It depends on how dry my skin is. In the wintertime I will do some more sheet masks, but sheet mask wise there's no preference for me. I literally just pick any sheet mask and I just put it on, because all sheet masks to me like are kind of the same. I don't really believe that like sheet masks are like that crazy and you need like this specific sheet mask in order to change your skin. To me they all just put like around the same kind of serum, put a little bit of different thing like vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, blah blah blah, and they put that in a sheet mask and you put it on your skin for 15 minutes and just gives your skin a little bit of a moisturizing boost. So for me it's not being different. And these ones right here, these ones are for when my skin is drier. This isn't really pertaining to nighttime skincare. This one also can pertain to like makeup and daytime, but these are like the mists I like to use. This is the Eau Thermal Spring Water from Aven. This one right here is just literally spring water, and you could spray on your face any time of the day when your skin's dry. You can also spray it in between like skincare steps. That goes for all of the sprays. This one right here is a toner mist. I like to do this after my makeup. This makes my makeup look more dewy and natural. This right here is fairly new. This is the mist serum. This is the Bulgarian rose water from Hamish, and this smells amazing. I talked about it in my haul video. So this is good for like if you're before makeup too, and after makeup. Before makeup if your skin's feeling a little bit dry and you want to perk it up, and after makeup if your skin is feeling dry and you would just want to like seal it in and just make it look a little bit more dewy. So this is the end of my skincare routine for nighttime. If there's any questions at all, if you want to correct anything that I have said, or if you want to add on to anything at all, please leave it in the comments down below. If I have missed anything, I will list them down in the description box, and the products I'll try to list them down as well. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good day. Until next time, bye!